I'll be so lonely. If you're leaving, baby, let me down slowly. Let me down.
This video is called Fit Man vs Fit Woman Middle Ground. I'm just curious to see their thoughts. Like, what's going on? You know? I'm gonna discuss it. Do I agree? Do I disagree? Let's fucking roll. Give me a second. I believe you can fly. Right. Let's go.
Obese women or thick girls or any type of girl is gonna do fine.
A fat man that has bank is going to do way better than a thick woman with no bank.
His money makes it
Exactly.
What?
Sugar daddy.
He's man physics. The show. Pyro! I've been just watching for now, but damn. Alright, let's. I really want to see what the fuck they have to say. What?
A
What?
gym is a masculine space.
Yes. Come on, come on.
Do any of
Thank
feel
you.
comfortable
More
going
people?
to the gym, or how are you kind of adapted to it now? Is it kind of more common?
Yeah, that's a good one. I definitely at first, for the first 6 months of me working out, and keep in mind, like, I've only been working out for 2.5 years, so this really wasn't like that long ago. I would only work out in my basement. I was really missing out on some gains because I was too scared to go to the gym, just because I wanted to weight lift, and I felt like I would look just like I didn't know what I was doing.
But I hope you're doing
because
good, by the
I was
way.
a small woman as well. Like, once you're a bigger woman, it's obviously easier because people can at least tell you've been doing this for a while. I signed up for the gym, tried to go into the weightlifting section, and ended up literally crying, calling my brother and being like, can you come work out next to me, like, so that I don't feel out of place. And now it's at a point where I still feel the need to, like, keep a strong face, like, kind of assert myself, and almost like act like I know what I'm doing. Even though I do know what I'm doing, I feel the need to, like, act like it so that, like, I feel like I belong.
Do you feel like you're being judged, or people
I don't know what to say.
staring at you? Do you have any of that kind of issue at the gym?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
What I would say is, obviously, there's definitely some men who would make me feel judged just with stares and whatnot, but I would say what makes women feel more judged is men going out of their way to sort of, like, insert themselves, like, unprompted and be like, hey, yo, like, let me show you how to do that. And it's like, did I say I didn't know how to do that? And that's, like, sort of where it's like,
Okay, yeah.
okay, well,
She has a point
I feel
here.
judged because I feel like you're just assuming I don't know how to do what I've been doing for, like, 2.5 years.
I do feel like obviously the gym culture, it started with men. That's how this all kind of started with, like,
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger back in the day and getting that going, and then women came into it as well. But I do still feel like it is a male-dominated industry, and women do get judged in the gym, I think, and so that's why I agreed with the
Why they get judged? Like, good for them for going to the gym. Yeah, stupid people judge them, that's for sure.
You guys are a little young, so therefore you're
Except
starting
if
with
they're
Arnold.
fucking
I'm gonna
dumbasses in
start
the
with Jane
gym.
Fonda. Okay, let's go back there. Every generation has their pros and cons to fitness. Male dominated versus female. Okay, so
Oh, there we
in
go.
our generation now, I think it's way more acceptable.
Yes. Right, of
And
course, agree with
I'm going to say it's not even just acceptable, it's just a given that women are in the gym now.
Absolutely.
Because it's like, and as far as being judged, when I used to train people, I used to tell them, first of all, nobody's judging you. They're all concerned about themselves.
Yes.
Every single person.
He's actually right about that.
I don't care what you look
Except
like,
for the people
you
that they
look like,
hate
you
you.
look like. I'm concerned about what I look like, so therefore every single person in the gym is thinking the same thing, right? So nobody's judging anybody. We're all sort of, you know, when it comes into this here, our own playing space. You know, I don't think there's any judgment there.
Well, I do see women posting on TikTok saying, "Oh, these dudes are trying to hit on me or jumping on a set.
Good point.
And then they post on TikTok.
Answer to
being
that.
Judged or being looked at, and they're starting to create this culture that they are being like gawked at by dudes, and like maybe the guy just wants to work in it for.
guess what?
Not
If
trying to hit on you.
Guess what? If you want to create the butt that you're already growing,
Yeah.
who do you want to look at it?
I get it. And
Thank you. Let's not be too, it's kind of like, if the girl's going to build the butt, why is she
But don't-
building the
but
butt in
don't
the
go to
first
the-
place?
don't go to
For
the
the
gym.
guys to look at it.
Well, don't go to the gym and make
Yeah, but the
TikTok
guys-
videos about guys looking at you. And
That's the girl's fault.
Well, hold on.
1000%.
There's a totally different culture in the gym now with influencers and
Yeah.
social media. There's a lot of people that are in the gym that are not there really serious about crafting their physique
True.
and getting healthy. They're there to shoot content.
Yes.
Okay, so you have a whole different element. The people that are there to work and train, they're not paying attention to any of that. I could care less how often a guy looks at me. You better look. What you think I'm in here for? Great, of course. That lets me know I'm doing what I'm doing.
I like the
I'm
honesty at least.
confident in the gym. Like, that is my domain. I love
That's
playing with
good.
big boys. And so I never feel out of place. I never feel like, oh, like I shouldn't be here or oh, I'm being
No, no,
judged.
the gym is
they're
for
looking like,
everyone.
wow, okay, she knows what she's doing.
But
And
it is
there's
a
certain
masculine
level of
place.
respect
You need to
also
be
that you get when
masculine.
You carry yourself a certain way in the gym. So those girls that you're speaking about, I can guarantee you they're not serious
Yeah.
health and fitness trainers or people in the industry like we are.
Yeah.
They're there for their own purpose and reason, and it's not. It's not health and fitness 9 times out of 10. It's to get likes and views on the content they post.
And like you guys said about
She
judging,
nailed it.
because
She nailed
it's
it.
not necessarily judging. It's more like the gym is about aesthetics. So we're looking to see how does this person look in the sense that
Yeah.
not judging them, but like, man, just check it
Well,
out.
hold on, too.
Yeah, and thank you
There's-
for that. I
yeah,
agree with that because
yeah.
I can't train at home. I have to train at the gym because I'm looking at everybody. They're giving
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
inspiration
Motivation, right.
to
Yeah,
train.
yeah.
I'll look at somebody's arms, I'll look at somebody's chest, I'll look at their butt, I'll look at this, and I find that person go, okay, I want it to look like that, I want it to look that. When I was training and competing, one of my trainers said, find the body part on a person that looks phenomenal to you and find out how they're doing
Right,
it.
aspire to have that.
I just want to say real quick, and not in like a straight argumentative way to what you said, but I did just feel the need to touch on the whole women are growing their glutes for men thing, because that just kind of sat the wrong way with me personally. Of course, I mean, if anyone's looking at my ass and they're looking at it because they think it's nice, like that's a compliment to me. I don't really mind it. But I would say, I definitely wouldn't just generalize women and say that they're definitely growing their ass for men's approval. I think
No.
How about anybody's approval?
not.
Can
Like,
we go
learn
there?
it from me.
'cause
Would you
women are
agree with
so
anybody's
hard.
approval?
I would agree with anybody's approval
Okay, I'll
and
go there
their
with
own
you.
approval for sure.
Of course.
Well, it starts
Yeah,
with you
'cause-
first, definitely.
What's up,
I would
Brian?
say, like, the
What are
main
you reacting
issue
to?
with men respecting women. in the
Fit
gym
man vs
that
fit
I
woman.
hear about a lot is I find men maybe don't.
Well,
respect
talk
women
about now,
in the
is
gym
it
as
gym a
other men
masculine
because
place?
Men perhaps feel like they're
That's what
there
they're
for
debating.
serious reasons, and they feel like the women are there for them.
I'm glad you said that.
And I just really want to like not make that a thing.
Obviously,
There's a lot of
everybody
men that
goes
are
there for
not in there
themselves,
seriously either.
but
Keep it real.
at the same time, we care about
Okay, there's a lot of men that just come there
if
just
the other
to look. They are not in there, and I know 'cause
gender,
I sit on the machine on their
like,
phone for like 5 minutes.
look at
and
us or
I'm
whatever.
waiting to do my set. I'm like, okay, like how long are you gonna be here, right?
Brian.
Exactly. They're not in
It's
there
okay,
for the
bro.
right reason. So you have a whole different.
It's never too late, by the way.
element That's up in there.
Can you agree on
If you like to be fat, it's fine.
types of gyms?
I mean, if you,
Yeah.
24 hours.
just for you to know though, if you're really fat,
Gym or a powerhouse.
It's a small.
try to
element of that.
resolve it because not for anything else.
They're gonna actually
It's
have to
unhealthy.
work
That's all for your health.
Yeah.
But you're right. You go to Planet Fitness.
Yeah, or some of the other.
You have some body fat, it's fine. But if you're like
Guys
super
looking at
fat,
girls in the
obese,
gym,
you should change
What
it.
do you think it has to do with what you're wearing sometimes?
Well, yeah.
With the cleavage showing and the
Are you
tight.
saying
I
it's too
mean,
much?
Some stuff.
Magnus! Have more respect for a
Let me just be
fat
honest with you.
man
If a woman
than a
is
fit
wearing that
man
to the gym,
who takes
guys, real
steroids.
talk, she wants you to
Good
look at
point.
Okay.
Because
So
we're
then-
not wearing that
then
kind of
expect
stuff
that.
to the gym. Yeah,
Don't go and make a TikTok
they
video saying,
expect
"Oh, that
that.
guy's looking at me." Well,
Of course.
why?
Agreed.
Those
Agreed.
type of women.
Titties are hanging out.
I
Yeah,
agree
but
with
that's-
Agreed.
Those women are not us.
Yeah.
No, I'm
You
not
know,
saying
we're
you.
totally.
I'm only
serious
that
when it
sometimes.
comes to- I'm not wearing that to the gym. It's shut it down, like, right? Like,
We are casting parents and their kids ages 7 to 11 for a special episode of Middle Ground. The pairs will sit down and discuss their hopes and dreams for the future, their relationship as parent and child, and they'll dig into discussions of frustrations but also their love for one another. Apply at the link below.
Okay, let's continue, please.
Fat people are unattractive.
Fat people, like super fat. How fat?
Fat people unattractive.
I think that one can be attracted to a person that is
Yeah, I
fat
mean,
because
that's a.
everyone has their own types and
Yeah,
what
maybe
their-
some people like.
makes them
I,
tick.
I don't think there is a
but
specific.
I think that
In
question on a
general,
conventional basis,
yes.
would I
Yeah.
want to see a fat person on a fitness magazine and say this is a
No.
sex symbol? I think most people would agree that that's probably
The same with the
conventionally,
with the
that's
thin
not
man. It's
sex-
unattractive as well.
So and I think that's the
it's
hard
personal
truth.
preference, but in my preference is like a fat person is I don't find that person attractive. It's just
Yeah.
they just seem unhealthy. They're not taking care of themselves. Maybe they are.
Yeah.
Maybe they have a thyroid disease or something that's causing them.
Are we
to be
talking about
fat.
really fat?
Just in general, I think the
Right?
general public
I guess.
don't find fat people attractive.
And I kind of touch on that as well because health, right? Health can be
Related to.
yeah,
Health. That's a.
visceral fat, you know.
I mean, if you take steroids, you're not healthy. That's for sure.
Cutaneous fat, all different types of fat. So there are people that find that person attractive, and they may look at them more than their physical. But we're in the fitness.
Yeah.
If we're in fitness, we're not saying, "Hey, I want to go get someone who's not like
Yeah.
or doesn't care about fitness at all." Whether it be a health problem, that's beyond the fact because I'm not talking to you based on, okay, I want to understand you mentally right now before I look at you visually, and that's what gets my attraction.
Yeah.
And if you, real quick, I just want to say this.
He's like,
If you
hey,
wanna
shut
do
up, guys. My
This
time.
comparison, fat women, tons of body positivity.
Yeah.
I see fat women go on dates, no problem.
Yeah.
And I'll even go this far. I think fat women are seen as way more attractive sometimes than fit women. And they're pushed. and
What?
They go on dates. They
No.
Do fine
I
dating
disagree
apps.
with that.
Fat men, good luck. Like, honestly, I think, like, if you're a fat man, there's no chance of you being seen attractive.
No, no. Let me explain to. I don't agree with what he's saying. I thought he was saying the right thing, but no. I do not like the. Magnus, yeah, I get what you're saying. No, no, no. It's about health. Are you healthy? If you are a super thin man with no muscle, you are unhealthy because you don't take care of yourself. Again, you don't eat. Your body needs food. You probably don't sleep well. It's a ton of things. No, no. It's about. It's not about how much muscle. It's not about how much muscle you got. They say that if somebody has too much muscle and he goes to a really big weight, it's unhealthy. Now, do I agree with that? To be honest, no, but it might be truth. There are like statistics that they found that with that much body fat you are healthy. With that much muscle you are healthy, or whatever, you know, the opposite, and it goes on and on and on. It's usually like you have to count your height with the weight you have, how much body fat you have, to see if you are in a healthy position for yourself. Remove the not at the end of the sentence. I forgot when I said the not, but yeah. Let's continue.
At all. So that's all I wanted to
Would
add.
you guys agree that attractiveness is health?
I
Having
correlate it to that. Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Like, it can
I-
be anything. Your skin, your teeth, your hair. And if you have a lot of fat on you, it's just not healthy.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people that are fat that have passed away. And not saying
Yeah.
that having muscle makes you live any longer. You know, it just depends on how much you care about your health. Because usually when you see that, the representation is that your health is not important.
That's the
It's just,
first thing
I
we
just
see
wanna
on
be healthy,
another
I just
person.
wanna
We are
be fit and
attractive
not take care
to
of
the opposite
my health health for the
gender
right now. I mean,
from the way they look from the beginning. We don't know who they are.
Yeah.
So here we
So if they
are,
don't look
those
good,
big
if they
questions.
don't take care of themselves,
Clearly, you're
then we
saying
don't
that
give a fuck
being
because
fat is
we
unattractive.
know that that's
It's
an
not
unhealthy
good for you.
person.
So we're giving you this drug.
It's
which
probably the
also
mind is gonna be
takes you
healthy
to
as
the point
well.
of, I don't actually have to do anything
Most of the times, not every time.
True.
to get smaller. So I'm going to go that route. And so then again, they looked at that as, oh yeah, this is what I wanted to do.
Okay, let's see why they disagree.
I'm going to say, I'll start off, and that is, I have met some very beautiful overweight people.
Oh, there we
And what
go
makes them
with the body
beautiful
positivity
is
bullshit.
the confidence that they carry. If they're overweight and they have no confidence,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't find them attractive either. But if they're confident and they hold that head high,
That was
and
not
they're
the
just like,
question
"I'm
at
the
all.
Shit, and they dress that way, and they walk that way, they carry themselves that way, they can be overweight and beautiful. But the minute that confidence
What the fuck is he saying right now?
drop their head, they walk frumpy, they dress frumpy, and they just don't care. Now it's a whole
Maybe someone should remind her what's the question.
And part of the thing you just said was I met, which already starts off as like subjectivity.
There we go.
And then confidence, anyone can be confident through their accomplishments, stuff they do in their daily life, but we're talking about physical appearance. and
Exactly.
words spoken to the word.
Exactly. Thank
Would
you, bro.
Maybe date them or would you want to marry them just off of their appearance?
Nope.
We're not talking about their personality per se.
Then you
We're
agree,
talking about just
dummy.
literal health. I think you're deviating from the original question was, is this obese person physically attractive? Not internal. We're not saying as a human person.
Right.
We're talking about
Body-wise.
physical body.
I disagree.
What?
Because if they carry themselves confidently,
Oh
and
no.
for a female,
She
has
has
her hair
she
done,
has
makeup
white
done, she's
hair.
beautiful.
Okay.
And she can be overweight. Are you going to disagree with that?
But this is pure attraction.
Yeah.
Attraction. Okay, yeah,
She
she's
can be confident.
attraction.
Would you date that
She's
person?
attractive.
But would you date
How's
that
attractive if she's fat?
Well, but
Right, that's not
define
thank you,
attraction.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's not the
Implied.
question.
That's kind of implied.
Is
with
it
it.
implied? Would I sleep with them? No.
Let me say this.
So then you just answered your question.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I said it's different.
Bro, that's
So you-
that's crazy right now.
Sleeping
What
with-
what is he saying right now? I'm trying not to cuss because I don't want that video's gonna go YouTube and I don't want it
both.
to
But
go
me
down.
personally, I wouldn't want to be with someone overweight. I need someone that's on my level with me, that's able to work out with me. That's like,
I think, so you agree with this. I think no one's saying attractiveness is not hardworking or
yeah.
confident.
Well, I said I was
It's
in the
like-
middle of it. I wasn't disagreeing or.
I
agreeing.
was also in the middle,
Yeah.
and I almost stepped forward,
Yeah.
but I just didn't like you just said obese earlier, and that's that's what I wanted to hear because I think the issue is that fat, especially, actually I wouldn't even say especially for women, for men and women, fat these days is like having a little bit of fat on you. Like any voluptuous woman, there's people who are saying that
I
they're
just can't,
fat,
guys.
and
I
so
can't. I
if
can't.
someone's obese,
Can we go to the next
you're gonna
question?
look
They're
at that
just
person, you're gonna
talking
be,
nonsense right now.
that person is not taking care of themselves, they're not healthy, that does not, shout attractive in any means.
Typically, if someone's overweight, there are deeper issues going on there. There's so much deeper there. So to sit there and just judge them off appearance and just,
No one's
you're not attractive. No, but to say you've been very clear about stating, oh, I wouldn't date someone that looks like this, and automatically assume it's poor health when there could be depression, there could be
I
so
said
many
thyroid,
other
it could be
things
something,
going on
yeah.
behind the scenes. That are
Why
causing
we
them
go
to be
out of the
overweight
question
and
right
causing
now?
them to
Nobody
look that
asked
way.
about who they are.
To just look at the outer exterior.
Is
and
it
say, "Oh, no,
attractive
that's not
to-
for me."
when
'cause
you
I
see
deal
a
with
fat
people all the
person?
time and women that want to
Magnus, when
change
you see a woman
because
that
they've
is
had things
fat,
go on where they
do
don't
you
know
feel
how they're
attractive to
feeling some
her?
type of way, and
That's
then
the question.
gravitate towards food because that is a comfort thing for them. And so before they know it, this
Just
goes-
can't.
it's out of control. However, being overweight is just not something where you say, oh, they're just choosing to have poor health. They're just choosing to not care, and they're
No,
just
that's
being-
exactly what it is.
That's just not. That's an unfair assumption, I think, about a person.
Nope.
We have to see.
Okay.
When you
The first
when-
impression.
just from appearance.
I got this. Ready? What happens
Let's see if you got it.
when? Okay, let me give you an example.
Okay.
You go
This young guy, he's smarter than the four of them together.
into GameStop. The employee is not a woman, it's a man. He's overweight, he's got physical breast, his stomach is hanging out. Are you going to give the same grading scale as you would do with a fat woman, or would you also apply that with that kind of man.
Type
as
of
well.
grading
I
scale.
know,
Can you
right?
clarify?
Because you said,
What does
you
that
said
mean?
when I when I was
do you
explaining my
mean?
grading scale.
What do you mean?
You said,
We
you
don't
said, okay,
understand.
You don't know
You-
if there's an underlying condition.
you are
confident,
S.
hardworking, but
T
when you look
U
at that man and
P
you
I
say he's
D.
overweight, are you going to say, okay, he's either unattractive or he's not, or are you going to say, well, let me get to know him, let me do this. No one's saying someone can be can't be nice or can't be hardworking.
Let's just go to the next
We're
question. They
talking
don't
about
understand.
purely
They're delusional.
Can I ask a
attractive,
question?
purely
No, you
attractive.
can't.
Can I ask a question?
No.
Let's paint the picture.
Uh,
He's overweight. How overweight is he?
He's 300 pounds and he's 5'5".
Absolutely not. That's ridiculous.
Why is that
The reason
ridiculous
why
though?
is
Why
because
is that
if you were to-
ridiculous?
because-
What if he has confidence?
Because
Yeah, he has confidence. He works very hard. He
the
takes care of his
question was
mother.
fat. That's obese. Sorry, that's obese.
That's what I
Am I
wanted to
right?
talk about real quick.
300 pounds, 5'5" is
True,
obese.
true.
That's not just fat.
True.
Fat shouldn't be so generalized with based on a certain percentage of body fat, because you're right. You have obese, then you have fat, and then you have skinny, thin, or whatever. Because people have different arenas they go through. So if I looked at all of you guys, I wouldn't consider you fat, but some people at your size would probably think I'm fat,
Yeah.
and you're not. So
When you
we
say
have to-
fat, do you mean overweight? 'Cause
I know,
I'm,
really.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
totally
yeah.
thrown off by
Me
that.
too. Yeah, that's
Fat's an
the
insult.
issue.
correct.
Fat is an insult. If you speak to someone in that way, and the way you guys were talking when you first walked up, and you all
fat
agreed
is
you
fat.
were using the word fat when
Well,
you
that's
spoke
what
about
I
the way.
was asked.
I understand that, but
And
still
actually,
at
I
the same
used
time, no one
obese
switched it
to
around to
clarify.
say so that now you're breaking it down, saying okay, fat is this and over shredded. Now you want to take it to a different space. But when you were first speaking about it, you didn't share the difference between being shredded and being considered fat, as opposed to the way someone being obese. You were speaking about it as if it was all the same, when in fact, being overweight, being fat, being all those, they're all different, and they're different perspectives. Everyone has a different perspective about it. And it doesn't necessarily mean that someone has poor health because they are
No, we didn't say that.
Oh,
No, they do have
well,
poor
if
health.
you're obese, I think you're probably not.
well, obese that's
Yeah.
different.
I'm curious.
Even
to know
fat,
what you
you're
all feel
unhealthy, you're
about
fat.
What you've been saying about the whole.
There is a percentage to male and female. If you have 20% body fat as a man, you are healthy. If you have 21, that's one more, you are unhealthy. For a woman, she has more body fat than the males. So 25 is the ideal, the maximum they can go for health. Now, if they go more than 25, they are unhealthy. Let's go to the other side. If you have 3% body fat as a male, you are unhealthy. Even though you look shredder, super healthy, oh, you look amazing, bro, this and that and that, you are actually unhealthy. You're really close to death, by the way. Because your body needs both fat. We need fat. This is how we are created. Fatness, muscle, we need our bones, like all that. You know? That's the reason we have these things. For a woman, I'm not sure how much is her ideal, like not enough body fat. Let's say like 5 more. That means like 6. No. 6, 7, 8% is unhealthy for a woman. Something like that. I don't know. I like that.
Women can be fat, but men can't be fat thing, because
Yeah.
if we're just talking like thick, I think that women can be thick and it definitely can complement them. I think men can absolutely be thick and they look big, they look strong. Like women
What?
love the whole dad bod
What?
thing. But then once we get into obese, why the heck would people accept an obese woman more than an obese man? I feel like both of them are equally like not.
Absolutely not. She can't be more wrong than us now, because we are different. Male with females are so different. That butts are fat. Yeah, exactly, Magnus. What is he talking about? She doesn't know. I can guarantee you she doesn't know. She just talks. I mean, these 4, they just... Bro, I can't cuss. I can't. The lucky is gonna go YouTube. That's what I'm saying. Now, let me tell you the difference. a fat male has almost 0% chance to get laid. A fat female, she's still gonna get messages for fat males. So there is a difference. Yes. Fat woman can actually doing, you know, on the bed love with a male, even though they're fat. A fat male has no chance. You know why? Because even though if you still look healthy, it's still hard for men to find a woman nowadays. That's it. Like how many times you have seen a good-looking guy with a fat woman? You know why? Because he can't have a more attractive woman. He can't just have a two. That's it. Because it's harder for men nowadays. Damn.
Not accepted.
Well, I think, and that's probably a different conversation, but like any woman is gonna do way better than any, like whether she's, let's use the word term obese, an obese woman can go to a grocery store and meet someone.
There we go. I was wrong or right? That's the first time I see the video. This guy, he is smart. I'm telling you right now, he's smart. Even though I disagree with something he said before, he just said it. I said it, he said it. Who's right? Us or them? Just put logic.
If you're
Thank you, bro.
Being a guy is already hard enough, but if you're obese, that's not accepted. And you said also dad bod.
You're outside of the role.
Usually, if he has a dad bod, he might have some money.
Except if you are rich or something like.
Skill set. That's
yeah.
But that's another conversation. But like, that's my point. Is that there's a bunch of other things, but obese women or thick girls or any type of girl is gonna do fine regardless.
I agree.
In terms of just
You don't think
Women hate when men say we are different than you. They hate it. They think, oh, you don't think we are, because immediately their mind goes, oh, they want to put us like back in the days that women were slaves and all that, and we did not have our rights. So we cannot allow them to say that they're better than us again. That's what they think. But that's not what we're talking about. That's why they get so defensive. When this guy speaks facts, they go so try to realize it a little bit. They go super defensive. The shield gets huge. It's like you hurt their feelings immediately or whatever. But he's just saying facts. Accept the truth.
Yeah, okay, wait. A thick man, a fat man
Yeah.
who has bank is going to do way better
Oh,
than
bank.
a thick woman with no bank.
His money.
Yeah.
That
don't know
is called
yet.
sugar daddy.
You don't know.
and you're
you'll
implying
find
that
out
he's
like
gonna
that.
pay.
No, I agree with her on that. If he's rich, he's gonna do a lot better than the. Actually, no, he's gonna do a lot better than the fat woman she looks like said and he's just poor. Yes, okay, but how many fat rich men are out there? Not many, right? So don't put exceptions with generality. When this guy talking about fat woman, they're talking about the general, like, and now he's below average looking, she's obese obviously, but a fat normal woman, like there's a ton of them in the world, right? For rich fat men, there's not a lot of them out there. But fat poor men, there are a lot of them out there. So again, they're talking about a general thing, and she talks about the, I don't know, 10% of the world. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
You're going to find out like
We'll
that
cuss
because
again.
of the way he dresses, the way he walks, what he drives.
Some guys hide it though.
Oh, not very well, because they want to flaunt it. Because they don't have anything else to
That's a good
offer
point. Okay.
except their money.
That's a good
But I
point.
think we're throwing in different variables.
Yeah.
The question was, do you find fat people attractive? And we were like, no.
Yeah, they go to a
Yeah,
different
ours,
variable.
ours was pretty simple. We were trying to add some nuance so that it didn't sound that we were bad guys. But honestly, just going back to the question, the thing is when you look at someone like on a magazine, I use that, that's a pretty baseline, for example, for a fitness magazine or a Sports Illustrated magazine, they usually have representing as attractive, right? Someone that's curvy or slim, petite. That's what's shown. Fit, shredded abs or booty, whatever.
Because it's a fitness magazine.
No, but
Why
even
would you
Sports
put an
Illustrated,
overweight
but
person
Sports
on the cover of a
Illustrated, but that's,
fitness
but you
magazine?
could though.
However, Victoria's
Unless
Secret
there's-
did it.
Victoria's
Unless there's a
Secret
purpose
model.
behind
Did it, I'll give you that.
Victoria's Secret models, they're very, skinny.
size.
But and yeah, they even have plus size models now. So I don't know. I
And I
feel like
disagree with that. I'll be honest. I disagree with it. Victoria's Secrets is Victoria's Secrets and should not have plus size models.
I
but
also
you said it was
disagree.
attractive. Right?
I didn't say that. You're misinterpreting my words.
It's easier
What?
for fit
I think she
women
said
to
it.
make money than
It's easier for
men.
fit women to make money. What? It's easier for fit women to make money than fit men.
Is this legally?
That's a good one.
It's
That's a good one.
Okay,
it's
so
ridiculous.
I stepped forward only because of the fact that going through all my fitness days and bodybuilding, and I got so many offers to do different things.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about this one.
Things. Okay. And I know a
In
lot of
general,
females
yeah,
that
I will
actually
say that's
make
true, yeah.
a very good living off of all
Their
the
physique, yeah.
their physique. Okay,
Or
in different
OnlyFans.
ways.
OnlyFans.
Listen,
same thing.
I have to
Is
turn
it?
down.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I said it's the same thing. They take that physique
Okay.
and put it on there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I turn down OnlyFans constantly.
Oh my
They're
God,
constantly,
constantly.
emailing me and
But
asking
before
me.
OnlyFans,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
wrestling.
Yep.
Wrestling,
yeah.
wrestling,
Okay,
wrestling,
yeah.
the girls,
Yeah.
all the other men, the older ones that wanted to be dominated, all the female bodybuilders and fitness, they love that, and they'll pay.
Yeah.
They'll pay
Yeah.
big time.
Men are willing to pay a lot for that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean, even
Yeah.
A woman probably wouldn't pay for that stuff for like to see men doing that. You know,
That's why Mel
No.
Yeah.
there's a select few.
True.
Right? But
See, because we get followers, we get more.
We get both. Yeah, we get
Whereas
both.
you guys,
Correct.
right? That's why I think it's easier for us to grow.
I think it's easier for women to.
yeah, because of that.
Because you just gotta like
At least they're honest at this one as well.
and stick it out, and then you get like 1,500 likes on your.
Yeah.
I want to reply to that.
And you
Right.
might
Oh, there we go again.
Like shows abs and
Yeah.
maybe gets
Right.
likes.
that don't
Reply.
that don't even help. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Go.
Women are so heavily sexualized, and that's
Unfortunately.
whether they like are, like I'll post things that I know are sexually suggestive, and that's like my decision.
Yeah.
And there's women who are in the fitness industry who they don't want that at all, but they're getting the
Right.
same amount of attention.
Yeah, see, I don't want that, and I don't post it, but I get that exact what you get.
Yeah.
The whole the sexual aspect of it, where I have all the guys in the I'm like, where are the women?
There
Where are
none,
the
and
women?
that's the
Like
whole
all the
thing.
men are in there liking, and I didn't post
They're
that glue
jealous.
shot for
They're
you,
probably
sir.
jealous.
Yeah.
It's interesting she says that because she's
Very true.
absolutely right.
Yeah.
I'll post something like, a workout video, or I'll post
Totally.
something behind the scenes that I'm filming for something else. I'll get some good likes, okay? But
Yeah.
then I post like the side boob and it's like boom. It's like all these, it's like, wow, okay, I see where my audience is, and my
Right.
audience is definitely probably 60-40. Men versus women, and the women, either they don't step up and actually comment, maybe they like it in the
watching.
background.
They're definitely watching because I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're just
but they're not commenting like the guys do.
Yeah.
And women definitely do. You recognize that they will get, more traction in posting certain ways, and like you can't really blame them for taking advantage of that. But one thing that I would say, like as a woman who has managed to gain like a substantial following, based off of like a lot of posts like that, I find, and this is like I think it's a little controversial. I don't know if you guys will agree, but like. A man, I feel, with like 200,000 followers is equivalent to a woman with 1 million, because there's so many women all blowing up for just being hot. No one's really caring.
That's a good
lot of
point.
Time about
I get that.
If
what you have to
if I understood
offer,
exactly
like
what you said.
Your skills, your talents, your knowledge, whereas like these men have that influence.
It's so unfortunate that's the new measure.
Agreed with
Yeah.
Can I
That
just
actually
say
makes
that's so
sense.
unfortunate that think that it's measured now by the amount of
Yeah, but
followers.
most of the
Yeah.
time, if the guy has fans, he doesn't have followers. People are there because they like what they see, right? Now, for a woman, yes, the biggest amount is just followers because it's a woman and they're males, you know, they do the thing.
Yeah, because
Yeah, that's-
your
it's-
the quality of your
Obviously,
content
like,
and what you're putting
how
out.
many? Now, let me
Where
give you a
you
beautiful
are.
example. Let's jump on Twitch real quick and go on just chatting. All right? Okay. That's to prove a good point right here. There we go.
The positives. But
How can I mute that? How can I? What the
I did. The problem is not Mark being emotionally invested.
There we go. All right. So, example 1. What it does, we can see it already. Example 2. Let me keep going. Example 3. Example 4. And look, she doesn't show anything. She has 93. The one that shows, she has 800. You know, there's a difference here. I wonder why. And I can tell already 700 of these people are just men. That's it. Wait, let me read it again because I'm not just too well exactly. Why not Johnson and the appearance? Oh, I see what you say, Magnus. Yes. Yeah, I agree. No, they do judge that, by the way.
That is what should speak volumes, and that should get 1 million likes if it's real and it's genuine.
I think that if you set things like OnlyFans and all that aside, it's a lot harder for women to sell things like workout programs and things like that because men are being taken more seriously, unfortunately.
I disagree.
Yeah,
It depends on your audience.
All right, all right.
I disagree.
But what do you mean by like taken more seriously? Because one thing that you did say was like a guy with 200,000 followers is kind of similar to a girl with 1 million followers, but that guy is probably like the best in his field for him to get attention.
Yeah.
So like, I want to hear from your perspective. What do you mean by like it's whatever you just said?
I feel like I post a lot of things that are just, you know, fitness, just lifting, and I'm actually working on releasing a workout program, so I actually don't know firsthand how that's gonna go, so I can't really speak from direct experience in terms of that, but I do feel that when I just post, you know, a real looking hot flexing, it gets tons of attention, but then when I go online and I post and I'm saying something serious about something that I'm passionate about, something that I'm doing, something I want to share.
Exactly,
and I'm
Magnus.
genuinely
Yeah,
trying to
exactly.
share my, like,
Who
fitness
cares,
knowledge
bro?
with
That's
people
don't care
doesn't
what
really get
negative people
attention,
say.
doesn't really get
Take
that
the
traction, and I
positives.
don't see a
Cool.
response that shows,
Negatives.
like,
Don't worry about it, man.
be
Do you?
really
That's
clear
it.
what you have to
Nobody
offer.
cares.
And I think the only thing I will say to that is like, would you actually take social media aside? If we were to go back to like 2018, 2012, do you think you have the knowledge to actually be an expert, or is it that you have a platform? Because I feel like the difference is that,
Yeah,
like,
there's so many out
Now,
here that are not knowledgeable.
what about let's go algorithm?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say that okay, you have a great workout video. Okay, do you think possibly they're not pushing it out there for you? Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
algorithm is not pushing it out for you?
But I think
so.
that
But once you put something that's
Exactly.
hot,
Exactly.
the algorithm is going
Like I
to
said,
push
sex
it out there.
But there still has to be content within whatever that is that's going to draw the right people in to say, okay, I'm just liking this because of how it looks, or there's actually something information-wise here that I can actually take and apply to my own journey.
I work with someone, and this person is like no credentials whatsoever when it comes to training. They don't even like to work out, but they did it for the videos. They get the looks, so they're really pretty, great physique. They got the genetics shape. Put out a program, millionaire overnight. It was just because of how they look. Everybody wants to look like her. And it's women that bought it, not men, because I'm not buying her program.
I would agree though that like because it is a lot harder for men to like go viral on social media.
It is.
It's hard for just an
It is
attractive
because
man.
for a woman, she just needs to be attractive and she's gonna get a lot of attention already, like immediately. She's gonna become famous in one day. She's gonna get a lot of donations and everything, obviously. And we know why. It's gonna be for men, yes. The majority for sure. It's gonna be the men that are gonna do that for them. For a man, if he looks good, yeah, it's a plus, but you're not gonna get immediately successful if you just have a good physique. Because what men bring is the value. That's what people care about. What is that person funny? Is that person smart? Is that person helping me with my life? Is that person doing that? Like, do they make me feel good? The male has to give you something, not just the look that they have. The look is not enough. They need to bring back value to you.
To go viral on social media, I would agree.
Because
that
we are different, as I said.
the bulk of men who have managed to gain like hundreds of thousands of followers are like very skilled and very talented and have had to work very, very hard to get there, as opposed to many women who have managed to get more followers than them without the same amount of
Good point, lady.
skill,
Good point.
and just experience. Although for the women that do truly have that skill and experience, I still think they're at fault to an extent, because they will, whether they want to or not, still have a huge, portion of their fan base just be there just to look at them. But I do agree with what you said.
Men make more money in the average day life.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So let the women have something.
I would also say that
If I were the woman, I would do it.
the women who are doing the things that are, bringing in a lot of money that are maybe looked down upon by a lot of people, like they're sacrificing kind of a lot to do that. Like they're putting themselves under a lot of judgment, a lot of scrutiny, like to do some of the things that are, bringing in all of that money.
Required.
So they're living a lifestyle that they're sacrificing a lot for, frankly.
By
because-
choice, though.
By choice, 100% by choice.
I was gonna say, I don't know. Somebody offered if I could make $100,000 a month off of OnlyFans, sign my ass up.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, because here's the
That's
thing.
why she's
it's
single.
not just. Okay, so you could go to a certain level on that.
Yeah.
There's certain levels on everything.
What she said is really fucked up. If she has a man, she's gonna affect his life and her kid's life if she does an OnlyFans shit.
Right? You can just do one small level. You can go a little deeper, and it just depends on what level that you decide to go to be quite honest with you. And that's a female's choice. The men have the same exact choice. And I think the men can make that kind of money if they have those kind of choices. But yes, they have to be pretty. There's no doubt.
Imagine, if you will, you're at the gym in the weight room trying to get a pump in before the 6 p.m. switch shift you took to pay back your coworker after you woke up feeling under the weather. You pick up a kettlebell, just like this one here, but when you walk to the bench, whoa! Something like that happened to you, or if you're like me and something similar to that happened, allegedly, just know that if you ever find yourself getting injured, you can turn to Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Morgan & Morgan specializes in a wide range of personal injury cases and have won thousands of big cases. Just recently, Morgan & Morgan has secured verdicts of $12 million in Florida and $26 million in Philly. That's up to 40 times the highest insurance offer. I'm telling you, your case can be worth millions. The best part? It's all free unless you win your case. If you've also been a victim of a personal injury or any other serious accidents, you can visit www.forthepeople.com/Jubilee to start your free claim.
Jubilee.
Today. Thanks to Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring this portion of this episode. Now let's get back to the video. Woo! Okay, guys, I actually really need some ice on this.
All right. Marcus, what's up, mate?
Terrified of gaining more fat.
What? What was the question? How you, mate?
Wow.
I'm terrified.
Leave that over there.
I'm terrified of
I'm
gaining more
terrified of
fat.
gaining more fat because I'm getting on stage, and my main thing, I compete every year, and so for me, fat.
I'm not
gain
terrified,
is
but
not good
I don't want to,
because
obviously.
I'm not gonna look good enough to beat the next competitor. I need to be at that top level. So if I want to keep in that top 3, top 5 level, I need to always make sure that my fat gain is at a level where I can maintain it and still build muscle, and I'm still doing it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty good
me
answer.
being retired, this is like my kind of off season, so I'm kind of like bulkier than I normally would be.
Okay.
But even in that sense, I'm still kind of self-conscious of how I look because of how I used to look when I was
Yeah.
shredded and I was competing. So I have that kind of
Yeah,
confidence
bro.
now about myself.
Every dude that
and how I
works
look.
out,
So
not every,
don't wanna gain more
most
fat
people they work
than I
out,
am
most
right
men
now
actually,
and
more,
fatter than
I think.
am.
I don't know about
I'm not
women.
saying I'm fat, but I do have a higher percentage.
We have body
than what I
dysmorphia, man.
normally have, so I'm definitely conscious of that and definitely don't want to gain more body fat. I don't think anyone was. I don't know why you guys are sitting
Nope.
back there because it doesn't make sense.
I'll speak from I don't compete, I'm not at that level at all, but just from a stepping outside.
The women that don't care.
Even posting for social media.
Bro, why
to
they
get,
just keep
whether it's
lying,
modeling,
man?
shoots, acting,
They
or
just keep
content creation,
lying.
I just want to look my leanest. I think at some point I
Look,
was so
dudes,
focused on. I was
we're
talking
just
to Brandon about
honest.
this
We don't
outside,
care. We go
really
for it.
Putting up big numbers,
Woman,
but I was like,
yeah,
I guess
I
that'd
don't
be
mind
good for
getting
me, but,
fat, and
what
when
am I
they
presenting
get
out
fat,
there?
I
So
get
I
fat.
focus
I get
more on
like,
dieting and
what's the
really
point?
trying to see all the definition possible. And as I saw more definition,
Do you think
it got
that's
harder
normal?
for me to,
Every dude
wanna
comes
just
here,
be, "All right, I'll have
and
one
the
person,
females,
this guy."
none of them come.
Yeah, and it's this paranoia of shoot, I really don't want to regress or put on because I've worked so hard.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's unfortunate because sometimes it feels like I'm limiting my personal happiness, or I'm the weird guy in the friend group that eats kale, spinach, and the same thing, and ground turkey and boring stuff grilled chicken, all that. And man, why are you eating so boring? So that's the struggle, but that's kind of why I have a fear of putting on fat.
Yeah. And I think anyone here with an audience on social
Oh,
media,
she actually
they have a certain
came.
expectation of you. how
Okay,
you
I didn't
look.
see that.
And some people look up to you. And if all of a sudden they see you're putting on weight, you're kind of letting down a lot of people. And there's the pressure to be your best shape.
I like when they say their
and
name
never,
and there
you
is
know, always be shredded, always be jacked.
the fit
and,
man from down.
If you put on weight,
It's great.
people are gonna comment about
That's
it.
funny, man.
They're gonna,
That's
you know, and
hilarious.
all of a sudden
The
you're gonna have
idea of
this
it.
motivation to figure that you're supposed to be
Greenpeace 3,
pull that
fit man.
Yeah, the reason that I stepped forward is because I'm not scared of gaining fat just at all in general, but for me at the moment right now, like I said, compared to exactly 1 year ago, I am a lot heavier. I've gained 30 pounds over this year. I had a surgery and then I injured myself, and I had to spend a lot of time resting and also eating a lot to heal and not lose the muscle that I did have. And so I would say I'm
You're actually
terrified
gonna
of
lose the
gaining
muscle you did have.
more fat than I have to this point because I did what was healthy and what was necessary.
Look at this the other
for me,
guy.
which I
He's
think
like,
is really
what?
important. If you're injured,
His
do
eyes.
what you need to do. But now I'm at a point where I feel a lot of pressure because I have social media to get back to where I was as quickly as I can, because I do have people being like, hey, you don't look like you did a year ago. I thought you were shredded. I thought you were ripped. And sitting here next to you guys, it's especially hitting me. There's definitely a lot of pressure to be a lot leaner, and coming from being 200 pounds, it's a really scary thought to go back to where you started as well. So
It's 200 pounds?
yeah,
Damn.
I'm terrified to progress even more.
To some people, I could be fat because I'm at 5%, and to some people, you could be fat.
My
and-
standard of fat.
Right, because you're.
You know what?
We
5%.
look at it differently. You know how we do.
No,
We
you're
look at it
not.
different. We look at ourselves in the mirror and we'll think, damn, I don't have that striation on my
Yes.
shoulder.
But the others, you look jacked still.
You look super jacked. You can gain 10 pounds and still look the same, because people tell me all the time, man, you always look like that. No, I don't.
Yeah.
There's times when I'm not
Body
competing.
dysmorphia.
Correct.
Yeah.
Body dysmorphia, what I told you.
I'm not terrified of gaining more fat.
Because I can
I know
lose
how to
it.
Take it off. I'm very clear
Knew
about
it,
if I
man.
am putting on additional weight and or excess body fat. I'm clear about what I'm doing that's creating it, so I know how to take it off. So
But isn't that what keeps you terrified from?
I'm not terrified about it because of the length of time. Maybe it's experience. Maybe it's the length of time I've been in the game. I do shred challenges with my platform 4 or 5 times a year to teach women the process of dropping their body fat, losing weight, and how to do it healthy. So I know how to do it. So, and if you are promoting a platform where you are not sharing that looking jacked like this is not sustainable, you're not being authentic, and you're leading them down the wrong path, and you're guiding people into thinking that we look like this all the time when we really don't. And there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that we have to do in order to maintain these physiques that we have. Men and women, it's normal. You have ups and downs, ebbs and flows when it comes to this fitness game. And looking like this is not sustainable. But can we sustain it with proper healthy habits and eat and have a healthy, active lifestyle? Absolutely we can.
But I think
So that's why I'm not fearful of it.
What you just said. It's not sustainable, but it is sustainable.
I was going to say, I agree with you.
A healthy lifestyle.
I agree with you and disagree with you about not sustainable. The only reason I say that
Okay.
is because of the fact that I'm not terrified
Popping pills.
putting fat on, because I have found
Maybe she has her
limits
pill.
in
That's
my
why
body,
she's not
in
that
my
scared. That's
structure,
why.
to where it's like, I can take it off like that. Cutting out entire food groups,
Yeah.
worst thing
I
you
don't
could
do that.
possibly do. But you're a guy. And
You're also
there's your
vegan.
difference,
You're
okay?
also vegan.
Females versus males when it comes to what you can eat by putting on fat versus us, your testosterone's higher. You're gonna run leaner by
Yeah,
nature.
you guys gain fat easier. Women
True.
gain fat
We
easier.
gain weight like that compared to you guys. So you can eat more calories. You can eat more shitty food, you know, to where us,
get away with it.
yeah, I can get away with it. Where us, it's like, yeah, if you're in competing and you're in that off season, I remember when I did compete, and the next week, I
She's
gained
not wrong
20
though.
pounds.
Here I'm gonna be
20
honest.
pounds of water.
Yeah,
It
rebound.
wasn't fat. You know, so you guys are so much, it is easier for you to stay leaner. So you don't have to worry about
It
it.
is,
fat
yeah.
looks better on
Agree.
women, though.
And it's easier for us to gain muscle.
Well, yeah,
don't mind a little
okay,
fat.
you don't mind a little.
We don't mind a little. We don't mind a little. You don't have to look jacked all the time.
That little layer makes us sexier. You're absolutely right.
I dress for attention at the gym.
I do dress for attention, but not at the gym because I don't go to the gym.
Guess I'm the only one here. Personally, if I had my choice, depending on the gym, I'll just go shirt off. I also like wearing tank tops or loose fitting clothing. I like looking in the mirror, looking at myself, checking out the pump and whatnot.
The most honest guy right here.
I definitely, and then as far as the intention part goes, I like people to notice like my gains, and it feels good. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, nice mate.
If I'm shirtless at
Me
the
too.
gym,
It's
and
not the
I'm posing,
biggest
I'm
reason I do
flexing,
it for attention,
I'm also
but
in
it
the
is
back
one of the
my mind,
biggest
like, okay,
ones.
who's looking, who's checking?
Yeah.
And yeah,
Do you think the others here are not being 100%?
I don't think they're being honest at all. They're all in shape.
Yeah.
They all look good. They're
Yeah.
all wearing some form
They're all
of
fucking
fashionable
lying.
outfit.
Come on, give me a break.
And they know people are going to be watching that. So obviously they're going to put on something that's going to make their muscles pop. And so, you know,
I mean,
because, you know, when
they
everyone
wear
goes
it
home,
here
they're not
in
wearing
the
these
show,
outfits.
so
Let's be
yeah,
honest.
they're lying.
I don't think they're being honest. I think they got to tell the truth. And
Yeah.
I'm here to disagree with them.
Can we have the disagree a step forward?
You guys are all liars.
Yeah, you totally threw yourself under the
All right.
bus like multiple times.
If I could jump in on this one first.
Okay, let's jump in. Okay,
First
let's
and
go for
foremost,
it.
I go to the gym to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't go for the attention, I go to work. And the girls wearing tight clothes is simply so that we can move. I mean, we can't wear jeans to the gym,
You
Oh,
don't have to wear jeans, but you could wear oversized shorts
Yep.
or loose sweatpants.
Go,
But
boy.
It's a personal preference. Obviously, it depends on what you're comfortable with, but I feel like they also are aware of who's watching them.
Yeah.
Whether it's they're competing with another girl to see.
She's
who has
completely
the
lying.
better,
She
butt
doesn't
today.
want to.
No, not necessarily.
That happens. I've heard
She doesn't want to.
Honestly, coming from
I don't know.
different, like a perspective.
Well, the people that
from
she
myself,
trains to
you
see
know,
that video and
you
be
know,
like, oh, that's why
we
she
go
do
in
it.
to
She's
get our
doing it.
work in and get the fuck out. Excuse my language, but that's the truth. I'm not there to like look at people or have people look at me or anything. Like I'll look like a freaking bum most of the time when I go to the gym. Cause why am I there? To improve myself and my physique to get on that stage and look my best. Not for someone to look at me and be like, oh, look at that ass. Like, yeah, I'll be wearing a pump shorts, but most of the time I'm like wearing an oversized shirt, anything, cause It's just in there for me.
Maybe
to work
she's
on
not
myself
lying.
and to get
Only
better
her.
To where I
I
wanna get.
started going into their always fully clothed to the point where people would ask me, why you don't show your physique? Because they wanted to see it. It wasn't for, I wasn't doing it for their approval. It was more so for me to just, I love to
Just be honest, guys. Like,
So in
give
order
me a
for me to
break,
see it, I wear a lot
man.
of clothing.
People are so
I wear
scared
a
to
lot
say
of
the
clothing
truth.
To get that thermogenic effect, just to get that sweat going. And then the time that I'm posing, it's really for me, I do that at home. Or I do it in the mirror at the posing gym. I'm not doing
But
it,
that's
I'm not
you.
putting on
Yeah.
this. And if I wear it, the only reason I started wearing tank tops now is because of social media. And in order to boost my
So you do.
acceptance on social media, I
You
have
just
to
said it.
show my gains, show my jack, show my shredded shoulders, show this in order to get people to look at it. Because
But that's a choice, though.
Right.
You just
But I'm not
admitted that
doing
you
it.
did
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
That wasn't what you
Exactly.
wanted.
Exactly.
That's what so by you doing that, you are in some form wanting.
I
the
just like this
attention
guy so
from the
much.
audience
I really
to
like
you,
him.
and that's
He's
why
just
you're doing
so
it.
honest.
For the video, but the video.
Magnus,
is
that's a
still
good friend.
part of
That's a good friend to
you.
find in life.
I'm doing the video because I'm
Yeah, that's
marketing
not social
something.
media. We go like I'll go back in the gym.
Yeah,
later
yeah,
on. If
yeah.
I'm doing my social media
Yeah.
post and I'm doing a workout video, absolutely, man. I'm wearing slim, like to nothing type clothes so that people in my social media can actually see what I look like. But to go
So
in the
she
gym and
admitted
actually
already
work, I've
again.
got a baseball hat on
Honestly, if I
backwards,
was
I've
a
got
female,
baggy
I would not be
t-shirt and probably
attracted
baggy
to any
pants.
of
Wow.
these males.
That doesn't speak for majority.
Bro, you don't know that, man. You're not a female.
Attractive to people or get attention I wear because I want to see how my physique is adjusting while I'm training. Am I getting a good pump? Are the veins pumping?
It's
out like that?
different.
And I
It's
look at myself and say,
biology.
okay, you're doing the work
If you
right.
were a
That's
female,
one
you would be
Just
attractive to
because
them.
something looks good
It's
on you
nature.
does not mean you want attention.
You
Does
just
not mean
admit
you
that
want
you're not
people
gay.
looking
Good
at
for you,
when
man.
come to the gym. Now, I kind of disagree. I look like this. I dress like this whether I'm
Yeah?
shooting my content or not. Because
Yeah?
my content is authentic. I mean, it's organic. Meaning when you see my
Stop
sweaty
lying,
selfie,
lady.
it's real. So
Stop
I'm taking that
lying.
photo when I'm in there after I finish working out. But I don't come to the gym dressed a certain way or dressed like I know I'm gonna get attention because what
I don't know because I'm not a female.
Okay.
I can't help but get attention.
I do
because
like
of
when
that.
I see a
So
guy
I'm not
who's
gonna
like
go
who's
in there
looking
wear this
good.
exact
Like
outfit to,
I admire
like,
that.
to
I'm
be
not.
on
I'm
the
not.
house to
I'm not
watch
getting.
TV to
I'm
motivate.
not getting on like or to sexy or whatever. I'm just saying that I admire that.
If I'm
It's
at
good.
home, I'm in something
Bro,
that's totally more comfortable. But to be honest,
Magnus,
it's
I
like a
can't,
uniform.
bro. I
I
just
wear it all the
can't.
time. The leggings, you know, but I'm not. I have a certain physique. That looks a
Bro,
certain
yeah,
way.
I admire it
On. I can
because
put
it's
the-
like
the
it's
baggy
gay old
jogging
scar. Good
pants
for you,
on
like good
and
body,
a
man. Good
sweatshirt,
job.
and they can still see my ass.
I'm not
in
gay,
the
man.
gym,
All
and
right.
Wow, and I still get the same amount of attention.
What makes you feel
I
So,
think
yeah,
I think I
it's-
kind of understand what's going on here. So you can go to the gym and be like, I'm here to work on you. I think that there is some nuance here. Yes, I am going to the gym to improve my body.
Of course,
It's
this is not the
about
biggest reason,
what
obviously.
other people's goals are for me. It's for
But
it's
you're
for
still
myself,
doing it.
But you would be disingenuous to not acknowledge that in some level, you know, you comb your hair, you brush your teeth, you make sure that you're smelling, maybe you have a good fragrance on in the gym, you're wearing
A good way to understand that they're lying is to tell them, you know what? Okay, from now on, you're not gonna change at the gym. You're gonna if you were. Bro, I'm gonna change gender just to take more followers, man. You know, like have fake boobs, easy life. Anyway, obviously not. Of course not. You can wear a wig. So, bro, what the fuck? I'm a bit sick. I'm still a bit sick from when I was. It's still in here. So, I think it's something else. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Drink some water. I drink a lot of water, man. Anyway, where I was. Yeah, if you tell them, okay, you say you're not doing it to show that. I'm not saying it's the biggest reason, but it's one of the biggest reasons. Let's be honest here. If you say that you don't do it to show up to the world, all right? and you just do it just for yourself only, you don't give 1% of fuck about showing it, alright? Bullshit. I don't think there might be like 1% of people that they actually don't want to show it, but other than that, no way. So if you tell them, okay, I'm gonna build you a home gym with your favorite equipment and everything, you don't have to pay anything, you're just gonna take it home, and but you're not gonna go back to the gym again. You know what they're gonna say? Excuses. Oh, I can't do that because I like big places. Or they're just lying, man. Let's be honest here. They just don't want to show that because the thing is embarrassing. Why it's embarrassing? Be honest. You work hard. Yes, you deserve to show that to the world because it's your hard work. There's nothing wrong with showing up. Nothing wrong. Bro, back in the days, I was so mad about the people that they sold their car, this and that and that. But, bro, most of these people, they work their asses off to get that. So they do deserve to show it. If you get a beautiful girlfriend, and you have a beautiful family, you go stay with your family for first reason to have fun with your family, but at the same time, you know that people see you with your family, how happy you are, how beautiful your wife is, how healthy your kids are. People see that and you feel proud of that. So you do want the world to see it. This is why we live in. To just prove ourselves to others. That's what we do. All of us.
Shorter shorts and your abs are going to be showing. And, you know, it doesn't mean like, oh, I want girls to come up to me. But it's like you're thinking, okay.
Yeah, nobody's going to look at them.
Okay, there might be someone who I want to present myself well to. Doesn't mean you're going to speak to them, but you want to present yourself well because, you know, as a fitter person specifically, you're going to naturally have more people look at you. And then if you take the social media aspect of it,
that's so
if
true,
you're
man.
an influencer, I know you know that people are going to be looking at you
Yeah.
as a pinnacle of, oh, what are they wearing? How does their body look? So are you realistically going to tell me you're going in there not
Exactly.
thinking about that at all?
Let's go,
And
man.
It doesn't mean that, oh, you're narcissistic or you're not going there for the right reasons, but I do think
This guy
that
is so
there
cool.
is
I
some
like him a lot.
element Of, I'm
I'm
presenting
gonna keep saying it.
myself for either social media or around people or my
W to you, bro.
community
W
in
for the
best
honesty.
Attractive, or let's take attractive out of it. Present yourself in the best light. What do you think about
but
that?
wanting to present yourself in the best light, getting up in the morning, doing my hair, putting on cologne perfume or make smell good, putting on a cute outfit doesn't mean that I'm doing that for attention. It means that's what makes me feel good.
Yeah, but
that's
you're getting the
That's how I
attention.
enjoy.
You're still getting the
Listen,
attention.
that's secondary. Just because I happen to get attention from it doesn't mean that I am taking those steps and doing those things because I'm in my mind saying when I get to
You
the gym,
know
I
she's
focus
lying.
on me.
You
No,
know
actually,
it.
I don't want all I know I'm gonna get it, but I don't want you bothering me. I'm in the gym to work out, literally. And here's the thing I do: I put my headphones on.
It's
So
not
I-
about
I'm
bothering,
not
lady.
even
You got
on.
confused, lady.
I'll be honest. But it's just to keep the guys away and keep people from bugging me while I'm in there doing my work and getting my workout in. And I'm gonna take my selfie whether I'm sweaty or not, because it's authentic. I'm putting out authentic content. So the people you're talking about that get dressed up just to go to the gym to film content, that's totally different.
Lady. Bro, I can't, man. Nobody said just to go to the gym to show up. Nobody said just. It's one of the... Bro, listen. Somebody needs to remind her what's the question here. I dress for attention at the gym. It's not saying the only reason I go to the gym is to get attention from how I dress. No, it's just saying I dress for attention at the gym. They just ask you, not because that's the only reason you do it, because it's one of the reasons you do it. It is. She's just delusional, man. She's stupid. Sorry, but she is.
Everyone here speaking for themselves. I'm speaking more from a
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say a
In
realistic
general.
standpoint of most people that go to the gym.
Yeah.
I mean, the fitness clothing industry is worth billions of dollars, not because people are just going there to, whether they have headphones or not. they know that people want to present themselves in a way that's going to get them feeling like, oh, hey, Susie just commented me, or John just said, oh, looking good today. That's a part of it.
I disagree with you because, okay, first and foremost, you're super young.
Okay.
You're in there to hit it. You're in there to pick up. You're in there to get dates. We're not. We could give a shit, to be honest with you. And there's the difference.
I care
no.
more about my physical appearance than being healthy.
Oh shit, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I care more about my
I'm a
physical.
two-time Canadian bodybuilding champion, and I pushed myself as a
He's
competitive
steroid,
bodybuilder,
yeah, you know.
to extreme levels. Okay, that means I was using drugs, right, steroids, to get to that level. And so I agreed with the prompt because I did prefer myself based more on
Yeah,
how
that's
I looked
crazy,
because I
man.
was
That's a
being judged
crazy
on how I
question,
looked.
honestly.
So I
don't
became,
judge them
I would
though.
say, unhealthy because I was using drugs at a
Pill
extreme level.
pooper.
So yes, that's why I came
It's
up.
okay,
because
he's
I
honest.
was unhealthy. It's not healthy doing what we do
It's
as
not,
bodybuilders.
it's not.
Taking drugs every day, dieting to an extreme level, getting to a very low body fat.
Yeah.
That's hard on your body. It's not healthy. It may look like we're healthy, but at the end of the day, we're not healthy in terms
Yeah.
of it's bad for your organs, your liver, kidneys. It's terrible. So I reached to the top level, and once I became, Canadian bodybuilding champion, I was like, what am I doing with myself?
W to
Like,
you, man.
I'm burning myself out. I'm taking all
Yeah.
these drugs. At that time in my career, I
What
wasn't
was the
really making
question?
money from it. You compete, you win a show, you get a trophy. I'm like,
The question is right here, by the way. I care more about my physical appearance than being healthy. That's the question. So pretty much what it means is they say that you care more about how you look, even though if you do harm to yourself to look that way. You know? Than be actually healthy inside of you.
hurting myself just to look good on stage. And I didn't see the juice wasn't worth the squeeze for me.
That's
so I
50-50 for me, to
retired.
be honest.
So I'm no longer a competitive bodybuilder, but
But I don't do drugs.
That's
I'm 103% natural. I don't even take protein
I'm
shakes.
definitely at a point where I'm.
I don't trust what
that-
people make for your health. I don't. Most of them. Most of the things. For fitness, for sure, none of them. But if you get sick or whatever, and your temperature is high or whatever, I might take a pill or whatever sometimes. Yeah, Magnus, I get what you say, man. You're right. For others understood at least, you're right. Yes, yeah. It's because so when you love something, you just sometimes you're willing to do things that you know that aren't healthy for you. I do that as well. Sometimes I might overdo things. I don't regret it because it makes my mind stronger. Is it healthy? Maybe not. But this is what I love. Like, I have one life. I want to live that in the fullest. Now, of course, I'm not taking shortcuts. So I'm gonna do that as less as I can possibly can do that. But if I have to do it, if it just comes in my way, I will destroy it. That's all. For example, I'm running every day. I'm doing my cardio, right? There are days that it's raining the specific time. I have to go outside. I cannot use that as an excuse. So I'm going and running in the rain. People say you're gonna get sick. And yes, sometimes I might get sick for that. I'm not sure though. I don't think so. But maybe sometimes that happened. It was for that reason. Let's say an example. Things like that.
Better at focusing on being healthy, but I was, like I mentioned earlier, I was 200 pounds during the pandemic. That's when I started losing weight. I didn't start working out until afterwards.
Oh, she was fat. 200 pounds, okay.
Not a healthy thing to do.
What's he said?
98 pounds, losing weight. I didn't start working out until afterwards. I got to 98 pounds. Obviously, not a healthy thing
Wow.
to do. And then people essentially were just telling me I was too skinny. First it was, oh, you're overweight. Then it was, oh, you're too skinny. And so when I started lifting, it wasn't about health. I was like, okay, well, if I was overweight, I'm too skinny. maybe I should, gain muscle. And for a huge part of that, like I was still under eating, still overtraining. I definitely a year ago looked my best, I would say. And then you just burn out.
By the way, I just don't believe in overtraining as well. When they say overtraining, they say that you can actually, in a day, can go to a limit with your body. I disagree. It has to do with how much food you eat, because food is fuel, and if you eat a lot of food, then obviously it's gonna happen, but not in an hour that they say or whatever, because I train every three hours every day, so I know for sure that they're wrong. Now, I don't eat a lot of food, but if I eat a lot of food, it's gonna be even easier for me, So food is fuel. If you're not eating enough and you train a lot, yes, you can overtrain.
And so like this year, I definitely spent a lot less time.
But it's an
working
excuse
out and
when people say
cutting,
overtraining,
and,
by the way. I
I'm
don't
at a
believe in
point
it.
where I am the most self-conscious that I've been in a long time. I'm looking back at my photos from last October, and I just started 75 Hard. I'm trying to be as healthy as possible. I'm only a few days in, and I've been marketing the heck out of it. But I mean, it's been like a week of doing like a big calorie deficit, and already I feel exhausted. I can tell my hormones are out of whack. I've never personally done any sort of enhancing drugs, but the reason for that is because just overtraining and under eating alone messes with me mentally so much, and I'm back and I'm already doing it again.
So you're
it's
not
a
adding
very hard balance
drugs
to be
because
healthy and
you can mess
also
with your
aesthetic.
I
mentality
think
only?
a lot of the general public will look at people that are fit and shredded and don't realize what it takes to get to that level, to be under 10% body fat and to be shredded.
It's extremely
how
hard.
they're eating, what drugs or supplements they're taking. It's hard on your body,
Yeah.
for the most part. That's at least how it worked for me.
Yeah, because
I
it's
never
not
felt
natural.
great
Your
when I
body
was
never
shredded to the bone,
never
and,
works like that.
My feet had no body fat at the bottom, so it hurt when I walked on the floor. Like that's how painful it was.
Exactly with the supplements.
It's kind of a
You
two-sided
can do it naturally
thing
though,
where you can look great, but you feel like shit.
Yeah, I completely agree with
but
that.
you still feel like shit,
Alright.
sure.
Can we have the disagree a step forward?
Your testosterone goes down if you're getting leaner.
I
You
just
might
wanna
look
say thank
great,
you for your
but
share.
no.
Yeah, it takes a lot to admit to putting ourselves through those types of things.
Bro, Magnus, okay. My friend, remember what I told you that most women are fucking liars? So C, with the pink, she's natural, right? Or C, they're natural. I'm not saying it's impossible. There might be, but two people are the same room, natural, looking like that, and females, something stinks, man. So the question was, I care more about my physical appearance than being healthy, because they do drugs, but they're healthy. That's what I'm saying, that the people are liars, man.
For aesthetic.
Yeah.
Health versus how you look.
Yeah.
I went down your road.
Yeah.
I did the steroids. I competed. I was a monster. I did all that.
Okay, she admitted at least. I can guarantee you she still takes taking steroids, but she's not taking steroids. She's taking HRT, which is a lower income of testosterone.
Now that I'm older, I'm looking at it going, all that time behind me, I don't have a lot of time in front of me. Let's be super healthy now.
Bodybuilding as itself, it is unhealthy. I'll tell people. And then when people look at me when I'm like lean,
No, it's not unhealthy. You making it unhealthy. Bodybuilding is a great thing. If you do it naturally, it's super fucking healthy. It's one of the healthiest things you can do. How he was alive. I think 3% is the maximum that a human being can survive. Calisthenics, nice. Exactly, Magnus. It's hard, of course it's hard. Bro, you nailed it. You nailed it, man.
Leaned out. Like, I want to look like, I'm like, first of all, you don't want to look like this. This is not realistic. What's realistic is
It is realistic. It just takes more time and you have to work a lot harder than the people that take drugs. Exactly what you said. Drugs make it easier. That's the only thing. But they still do the same thing. It's extremely hard. To get that lean, you have to have a specific amount of cardio in your day so you can get the body fat you want, because by eating a lot of food, you're gonna gain some weight, some fat. Also, doing drugs gets faster results. Of course. I disagree with her because people say you cannot build a ton of muscle natural. Wrong. Why it's wrong? Very simple. If I want to get fat, I don't need drugs, right? I just eat all the time, I get fat, right? I have a ton of fat, I'm huge. I'm like 300 pounds of fat, let's say, for example. Why that's natural? Why having more fat is able to do it naturally, and people believe that, but to build that much muscle, oh, it's not natural. No, it's not. People are stupid, man. They don't want to admit the reality because they know that then that they have to work harder so they can actually get there. That's why. People try to find excuses. That's what they're trying to find. Because to get fat, it's easy. It doesn't take effort. When things take effort, people have to minimize them. Oh, that much. More than that? No, it's not possible. You know? Always. That's what people do.
this.
I disagree completely.
Like
You can
me having fat on my
you can get huge as fuck naturally. It's gonna take more time though. For a human being that takes 1 year to build with steroids a amazing physique, you need 10 years. It's a lot.
myself, everything. Like me
Maybe
feeling
less,
happy,
but-
me feeling healthy. Like I'll be honest, there are days that were like I just felt like shit. Like you know this,
Yes.
like you've competed at that level. So it's just like me coming to a realization of like wanting to be healthy and put that health, prioritize that, because I have a low one too. So that's another thing. Like my son needs me, and like if I keep doing this, like especially at this level, at the pro level,
From
like,
her voice, I can
it
tell that
gets to
she
a
was
certain
taking
point.
drugs,
But then
steroids.
again, you make the decision whether or not to pursue it or not.
People think carrying a healthy, active lifestyle is something that's difficult, when in fact it's not. It's
It is
just a
difficult.
choice.
When you get into a routine, it's
Yeah, it's literally a choice.
Yeah, but
and
it's
it's
difficult.
the simple things, eating right, eating throughout the day, consistently, making sure that you're not slowing the metabolism down, incorporating the weight training, incorporating strength training, incorporating cardio, proper cardio, because all cardio is not designed the same. Understanding those components, understanding the macronutrients and what to eat and how to eat consistently.
What? Is that the same here? What? Bro, what the? I'm not gonna discuss with her, man. She's personal trainer. I'm sorry for the people. Yeah, bro. Of course.
And then taking away the bad foods. That's the biggest thing, because that's what's putting unhealthy weight on you to begin with.
Perfect timing, by the way. You said this, you said it.
Once you do that,
Sorry to
yeah, no, you have a beautiful
I
end
just
result.
want to say it's not the easiest route though. Like
Let's
it
go.
does take willpower.
Let's
to
go,
be
man.
Healthy and make
Sure.
those right
Let's go.
choices.
Sure.
It's not easy.
Consistency, developing a habit.
Yeah. Consistent things are hard. That's the point. You not feel like you're doing it, but you do it. That's consistency. Consistency. That's it. It takes discipline.
Well, a desire, dedication. It has to be something within you that says, I want better, and I'm going to prioritize my health over choosing this unhealthy lifestyle, which may be satisfying, which may be fun, but at the end of the day, am I getting healthier?
I can do the most push-ups than anyone here.
Brandon has a YouTube channel.
This is ego.
Who is Brandon? Who is Brandon? I can do the most push-ups than anyone here. Let me destroy them real quick. Anyone was saying that I'm flexing? Yeah, I'm flexing. Fuck yeah, I'm flexing. I'm not even gonna talk. I'm gonna piss people so much. So that's my channel, right? Where is it? It's gonna go, bro, it's gonna go YouTube. You gotta flex. 203 push-ups in one set. I'm gonna link that for all the people that are gonna watch the video on YouTube. I'm gonna link that in the video. So yeah, if nobody believes me, go ahead and watch the video. It has no edits. So that's me doing 203 push-ups in one set. That was 3 years ago. Yeah, I almost died when I was not able to get up after that. And the next day I was not able, my triceps were like extremely dead. Something like that. The white guy, Lord. Oh yeah, he does. You're right.
This will be a little bit activity based too.
Oh no, that was
You need to keep
3,
your
2,
back straight,
1,
your
go.
legs. No, that's a different exercise. Mine is I did the different one, but it's still push-ups. Oh damn, bro, you get me there. He's actually really good. He's really strong. Nice.
I knew that was gonna catch it.
Nice. Go boys.
Tori's got speed.
Wait, why are you guys pausing? You don't pause.
That's a plank.
I'm out.
That was a lot.
Here at Peck.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's go. Let's go, guys.
Still standing.
Let's go.
It's neck and neck.
Bro, he's winning, I'm telling you. He's just stopping all the time.
There it is.
He did the most ones.
I see some shaking.
I'm not shaking. Where you're at? 75.
I know. Oh, he's at 80. Oh, wow. Tap, tap. Nice.
Oh, now you're showing.
Guys.
Nice.
Yeah, faster is more about strength, not about building that much muscle.
Fit. Oh my God.
W for to all of them.
Trainers are given preference over female trainers.
What does that mean? Male trainers are giving preference over female trainers. What that means? Yeah, of course. I mean, what kind of question is that? For a female, you go to females. For a male, you go to males. That's it.
I only say yes.
He's
'cause
taking
I
big
think
breaks.
If I were
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He's still on the same set. He doesn't have to. I take breaks as well. Bro, Marcus, what you saying about my form? My form is okay. It's not perfect, but it's okay. Let's actually judge it. Because I'm an honest guy. And that video it was not gonna be uploaded if I was not cheating. And sometimes I take my hands up as well. That. This is how can I rest. But you can't. You see my. This is my how I rest. There. So yes, you can. Some people say it's cheating, but it's not. I'm gonna tell you why it's not. If you actually do it, you can understand. My hands, they keep burning. If you don't put your hands from that position that you're still burning. Let me see. Let's go to here. Here's the beginning. The beginning of it. The beginning. back is straight. My legs are like that because this is how I like to do push-ups. I like to have my legs that way because I have more. I'm more stable, so I can do a lot more of them. This is why I don't have my legs closed. My back is straight. My back. This is perfect form, by the way. Maybe some people say, wait. Maybe some people say I don't go all the way up, which is true, but I'll go all the way up with. I'm going as much as up as I can possibly go with my muscles take me until there. After that is bones, so I don't have to actually lock it. Why are you shirtless? To show up. Period. I mean, it feels good. First reason. It gives me confidence. Second reason. And to flex on other people around me. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I'm gonna be honest, right? The issue is you are bending your elbows at the push-ups without. What does bending mean? Bending. I don't understand what that means. I see perfect form, to be honest with you. I see perfect form. It might not be the shoulder one that just lock it, and you can destroy your arm actually like that. I'm saying that for experience. This is perfect form for me. Your elbows are not straight. Yes, because I'm not in the straight position. I mean, in that position, it's more like tricep work. It's not about chest. That's. Look, if you do this kind of push-ups, your hands are straight. It affects more your chest. That way, more your tricep, and that way, a lot your tricep, and it's your traps and your shoulders as well. It has pretty much different exercises. You need to do push-ups with keeping straight elbows. Bro, honestly, this is hard. What I do is harder than keeping straight elbows, because when you have straight elbows, you are able more to cheat, because you can have your arm or your back, and your back can help you a little bit. When your hands are like that, you're fucked. You have no support.
We're looking for a personal trainer as a man.
You can try it and understand more.
Well, most of the people I
There are
train
different ways
because
how
they
to
come to
do
me and
it.
they
Yeah.
see what I've done with other women, and so they're like, he knows what he's doing. Whereas,
But those are
the
the
woman that
what I did are the leggier ones. Maybe a little more tricep, but yeah.
that may be in the gym at the time, that's also
On a
trainer
pull-up bar.
doesn't represent what they want to look like. So that's just what I get from
Very
my
true.
personal experience.
There's not very many of us, women that are in the gym, that are training at a certain level, that look a certain way. There are not that many of us. So there's definitely a smaller dynamic of female trainers where it's an attractive thing, where the women are going to be like, oh God, I want to look like her. So typically women are going to gravitate towards men that are in the gym because they're like, okay, they're fit, assuming that the man knows, but no one knows a woman's body better than a woman. You might know
Agree.
it looks good
I agree with her.
aesthetically, and you might have the knowledge, of course, on how to adapt the body so that you can have the women.
I
look a
completely
certain
agree with
way.
her.
Which I think is kind of, which is good. But I know as a female, when I look at women
That's the
gravitating towards male trainers more so
The
than a
second thing
female
she says,
trainer,
right? Something
there's
like that.
another dynamic in there
My
too.
opinion.
Guess what? They might not be getting attention at home.
Mm-hmm.
They might enjoy the fact of the camaraderie and the interaction that they have with the male in the gym because they're not getting that kind of attention. I would say 75% of the
True.
women that I see training with men are there for that reason. Because they're
True.
not even working out hard. And then the guys, I'm not speaking about you, they're not even pushing them. Like, they'll let them in there. They're in there doing just basic stuff or baby stuff.
Yeah, they push them, they're gonna run away.
Yeah, because they're there to collect the check. And
You
just
don't
give
want
the money.
that.
It's not even about adapting a woman and helping her. They're going to massage her ego. They're going to, oh yeah, they're going to make her feel good. They're going to make her come, oh, you look nice. That sort of thing. But are they really getting that woman to the next level and helping her change her life, change her nutrition?
I mean,
actually
they help
change
you a
her
little
physique?
bit, that's all.
You can be in there and be busy
But I
all day
agree,
long, but actually transforming the
women,
body is a completely different
They
thing.
have to train women.
And
And
yes,
men,
but a lot of male trainers don't do that. They
That's
have a
it.
whole gang of women, and it's simply because, number one, the women want to look
It's
at
just
him.
better.
They look like you guys, okay? So they come in for the aesthetics, like, wow, this guy, look at my trainer. Also, the guys in there complimenting them and telling them
Well,
they
if you
look
could
great.
choose, would you choose a male or a female trainer?
What the fuck?
I've done both. I've done both. Typically, it's hard to find female trainers like me.
Where?
on
On
my
YouTube?
level.
Are you sure?
And
Very hard.
I agree with
Very
her
hard.
because of the fact that I was a female trainer for many, many years, and I was the type of trainer to where I would push because I knew what it took to get the female body to a certain
Yes.
level.
Nice.
We build differently.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our bodies transform differently
Yes.
at a different
Very
rate than a man.
Very true.
It's a little slower. We have to do different
A lot
different
slower, actually.
exercises. So I personally, and I could tell she does too,
Fuck,
push
what?
hard to where a female might be more apt to go to a male trainer, get that attention, maybe baby her a little bit more.
Why is he in the back?
you
I
know,
just
kind of
realized
thing.
it.
And so it's more appealing, you know, to actually hit a male trainer rather than have a female trainer. It's no nonsense. Let's
We're
go.
here to
let's
work.
go.
And that's how,
Yeah.
We're here
and that's
to
how
work.
you see it because a lot of times for me, that's how I get. They're not even. Some of them don't even want to because they know Tori's not gonna make you walk out of here, and it's always gonna. I'm like that. Don't give a shit. Whatever you went on, let's go. We're working out today.
So you have that
You're
reputation.
the exception.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
awesome. But and also to your point is there's so many more male trainers in the gym
Yes, there
for them to
are.
choose from.
Yeah.
You know, to where we may be
True.
booked up, and so they're not going to be able to grab us.
Right.
We have our clientele list already, but the men, there are so many of you in the gym that maybe are just starting out or in the middle of their career. You know, the older ones that have been like around the game for a long time, you're going to have your clientele list as well.
Right.
And they know you and you're no nonsense. So they might go, you know, over here because they're like, okay, he's like middle of the road and he's not going to push me that hard, but I'll show up and he's really cute, you know, and he's going to
But I
give me
think
some
if you had the option,
attention.
if you had the option, if you had the option of choosing between a man and a female trainer, and we just had a unlimited supply of trainers, why do you think females would choose a male more versus a female? Is it just because, again, like you said, they feel more?
I think
Less.
it's the.
I think it's the attention. It's like when I go for a
It's
when
the
I go for a
attention, I'm
massage,
telling you.
I want a male. I don't want a female massage.
See, I don't, because they're too rough.
But see, I like that because of my muscles. I need that elbow to
Judging
be
women, you're
deep in
saying
there.
women trainers aren't up to par for what you need.
No, I'm not saying they're not up to par. I'm saying we're in short supply.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You guys can look buff and go in there and say I'm a trainer and walk up out of there with 5 women.
Yep.
Just because you look buff, and they assume because you look buff, you know what you're doing. You can
True.
have absolutely
Bro,
no
and I
idea.
like here. I'm going to be honest. I'm with the.
What if the female trainer?
There's not a lot of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
True, but-
trust if we're buff,
Yeah.
we had to do things to get to that level. I mean, and there's a lot of work behind the scenes that goes on.
And that's more work than a
and-
male
and,
has to
you know,
do.
it's-
I
so
agree
it's
with them.
different, I think,
Yeah.
for men to be able to attract women, number one, because you're attractive. And when women are looking for attention, it's a lot easier. Let me just say, I have way more, I don't have as many male clients. I
Of
do have
course,
male
because
clients, but I don't have as many male
This is biology, man. Males hate to have a leader woman. We hate that. It's in biology. We meant to lead. Not because we're better than a woman. It's because it's in our nature. When you have a family, the father leads. That's how it goes. If the mother leads in the family is fucked. Not because the mother doesn't do a good job only. It's because it is not in her biology to be able to keep the family safe. She has other gifts. She can do other things. And without a mother, the family still is in the trouble. And it's gonna get fucked until some time. Now there is a bigger chance that they can survive, but still, we need each other. That's it. We are different. And people have to accept that. Nowadays, most women, they don't want to accept it because they have this ideology of how it's always I always forget the word. Come on. What's the word, man? I forgot. Not feminist. Fuck, I forgot. You get what I mean? The boss baby girl, you know? I'm independent and I don't need a man. That's just sad, man. It's sad. And when women are gonna get old, in my generation, woke are more fucked. I forgot the word. I forgot. Is it feminist? Maybe it's feminist. I'm not sure. I'm a bit confused with the words. So yeah.
Male clients as I have female clients because typically I can't just attract the male clients that I attract are because they don't want to go to a guy that's going to make them push too much heavy weight and assume that because they're in there pushing this heavy, they don't want to
Well, you may be
adapt their bodies
generalizing a
in
lot
that
of
way.
women by saying that.
Which
They're-
part?
The fact that you're saying that women are just picking men because they're attractive.
A lot of it is, and I'm saying this because I've been
She's not
13
saying
years
that-
in the
she's
game.
not
I've
saying
been
that-
around
the
this for
wrong
a
thing,
very
though.
long time, and I've observed it. I'm in the
She's
gym.
right.
I pay attention to it when I'm watching these men with their clients. I'm like, that's BS what they're doing. Totally,
I've been
total BS.
The majority
And it's
is
just
right,
but
yeah, she's
they
right.
Still get these women coming back, and the women just in there, they walking around in their little outfits and stuff. And
Look, I have some
that's what
small
it's
bicep
about.
now.
It's about putting on a cute outfit, coming to the gym, getting some attention, throwing some weight around for, walking up by there a little sweaty. Girl, what did you just do?
I have seen the same woman over the last, I'm not even joking, 15 years, bounce between 5 different male trainers, and her body looks identical
Same. Looks
that
the
it did 15 years ago. It has not changed. I'm like, please.
She's not taking
give me your
steroid-
body
yeah,
just
I'm
for a
sorry.
good 6 months and let me change it. Because she's just in there kind of, she's laughing, and I mean, but she's
Texting on the
bouncing around between 5
phone.
male trainers. I've never seen her with a female trainer.
You've just gone into you said when you first started going to the gym, would you have picked a male trainer or a female trainer?
So I did get a trainer, and actually, when I walked in, I said, I just want a man. I don't want a woman.
Why?
It was because I wanted to build muscle, and I just assumed they didn't have a woman trainer that would give me what I wanted.
Taking all the boys.
So I was like, I would just like a man, please. And I literally, they have photos on the wall of the personal trainers, and I just pointed at the most jacked looking one, and I was like, I want to look like that, please. So like, I want that guy. And then they kind of sat me down, and they were like, well, let's talk about like what the different personal trainers have to offer. And there actually was a personal trainer who, she's still my personal trainer now. She's a woman, she's jacked. And so I saw her and I was like, okay, like she looks like she knows what she's doing. And I'm glad I did, because then I got to know all of them. And it's a good point that like, it's easier for men to build muscle. So just because they're a jacked man doesn't necessarily mean they're going to train a woman properly, like on how to build muscle.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of them are just like, you can hit a new
of them have
PR
no
today.
idea.
And it's like, if I had a man saying that, I'd be probably injured in so many different ways. But you guys would know, obviously, so I trust what you're saying in terms of women picking men personal trainers because they like the attention, and I'm sure that does happen. But like, I personally also thought a man personal trainer would be good for me because I feel a lot more self-conscious around women.
I see what
feel
you're
like
saying.
a lot more
But
judgment
Magnus,
around
even
women,
if
and I
even if
sort
they
of wanted to-
steal gear, that doesn't mean that you cannot take advices from them. There's really nice people out there that are gonna be honest with you. Hey man, I'm taking gear, but you can do that. You can do it naturally. Now know that it puts your confidence down because you're saying, "How do you know you're taking gear? You're not sure about what you say. You're not natural." I get it. You feel better if you find a natural trainer that looks actually good. Yeah, advice on how much. No, man. Even people with steroids, they still work their asses off. Like, I'm not losing respect for these people because they take steroids. I'm really respect for these people if they take steroids, if they try to go against a natural guy. This is what I hate. I hate that. Because the natural guy had to work 30 times more than the guy with a gear. Even the people that take just creatine and protein shakes, they're still natural, but they still cheat. And people get mad. Oh, what are you saying? Why are you saying that? I'm natural. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal as steroids, but you still cheat, and it's still gonna give you like 5 kg of muscle. So, yeah. Listen to me. I hate people more when they just take not hate. I don't like people more than I have less respect for people that just take creatine and protein, and I have more than I would for the people that they take steroids. Why? Very simple. Because they cheat full mode. So they are honest most of the time. I take steroids, I cheat all the way. The other guy that just with the creatine and the protein, he cheats halfway. Why the fuck you cheat halfway? You cheat or you not cheat. That's it. The between is stupid for me. Yeah, Magnus, exactly, because it's unfair. It's not right. It's stupid.
I get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think a lot of times when women are with women, I have clients that they don't have that many women.
Bring my boy, bring my boy.
We're so judgmental of each other. Why is she wearing that? Like, and then you're like talking about you're trying her, even though it's a woman, but you don't like how she's looking or she's dressed. So a man, it's easier. They can we're just gonna work them out, or on the other hand, flirt with them if they do that, and it'll just make their day go well, like you said, because you're right. A lot of them come in there to enjoy, because I've heard of, I mean, I have trainers come up to me and say, man, you didn't hit that? I'm like, bro, that's my client.
Right.
They're like, man,
What
I
the fuck?
would. I'm like, what? That's why you don't have a business like
Which
that.
means you know they do.
Right.
Most male trainers, I would say most, really are not that well, aside from them knowing how to build their physiques, knowing how to build and adapt a female's physique properly and progress her to see results consistently.
Yeah, I agree.
Is really not a skill a lot of male trainers possess. They know how to build
She's
muscle
right.
because they know how to do that for themselves. But as far as physically, how to shape and craft and sculpt the type of curves and physique that a woman has, that's not something that you're really well versed in knowing how to
I
doing,
think there's a-
unless you've done that with someone and you have successful results from it.
Oh,
there you go.
Okay, here's the thing. I disagree because muscle are muscles. We have two arms and whatever. Yes, the female body is different. So, you don't really have to know everything about the woman's body. But I still agree with her by saying that a female knows a female body better. So it's better for females to have a female trainer. That's it. To be more focused most of the time.
I was like, I guess I'm not a part of this conversation.
Oh, damn.
I really want to see what he has to say. So he's
I
disagreeer.
disagreed only because I think part of personal training is it's personal, and I think women have better social skills than men. I
What?
personally think that women personal trainers are preferred because, like you
What?
said, like the ones that become personal trainers are usually they look more in shape.
I
but
completely
think-
disagree with him here.
I
Sorry,
don't-
mate.
I've seen a lot of average male personal trainers that don't look like they lift or don't really know like a lot of what they're talking about.
Maybe they're not
Whereas I've seen
bodybuilders,
women
right?
personal trainers are,
But
you
he's
know, they're
right.
pretty, they're in shape, they're very high energy, they're very engaging. And also, I know you guys bodybuild, but there's many women and also men that are they're not really looking to put on crazy. They just want to just come to the gym and work out. And I think that's fine. Just because you hire a personal trainer doesn't mean you have any specific goals in mind. Maybe it's just easier for them to just get in the gym, period. So
Be held
that's
accountable.
another perspective. Yeah, just be held
Accountability,
accountable. Yeah.
absolutely.
I've overheard women trainers with their female clients, they're talking about like female-related stuff that only you guys are gonna get.
Sure,
yeah.
totally a therapist.
Become friends.
I
and
am
therapists,
trainer slash
yeah.
therapist.
Well, all of our hormones
everyone.
and everything like that, we can actually have a conversation
Yeah.
about of what's happening and
Yeah.
the changes
Relatable.
in our bodies.
We don't want to hear about it. We're
You
like,
don't want to hear that? Well, actually, you should want to hear about it since you're a trainer. You should want to know these things.
I know.
I am envious of someone's physique in this room.
Oh,
Of course. I mean, look at those guys. How could you not be envious?
Everybody
Yeah.
here. Oh my God.
Yeah, they have so much muscle. Like, personally, my biggest goal is just put on as much muscle as possible. It's not like, I can definitely put on, my goal is to get to 170, 75 pounds. I'm 160, somewhere there. I look at those guys, I'm like, I want to borrow some of that muscle. So, yeah, I definitely envious of their physiques, and I want to put on more muscle just like them.
let's go honesty.
I'm envious of the men. I'm envious.
Wait, seriously? Wait, but what that has to do with? Oh, I know what you say now. No, I got it. Who created the medic? Oh, okay, yeah, you're right, man. Obviously, yes. Pretty much everything that man created. Almost everything. Now I don't understand about the woman thing that they created the health stuff. I don't even know what is that. What they created, but I don't think that has anything to do with a trainer, with how the body works. Not supplements, not supplements.
Of the women,
Nice.
I wouldn't say I'm always super insecure or anything, just going to like the normal gym, but certainly stepping into this room and seeing who I was going to be sitting next to, yeah, definitely a little self-conscious because these are some beautiful, beautiful shredded people. I would.
Anyone specifically you would say you're envious of?
If I could only pick one person.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. Yes, I do agree with your point, Magnus, to be honest. But at the end of the day, there must be a difference between a female body and a man's body. And the man doesn't know. I mean, the male is gonna say do squats, but do squats that way that the men do. But the female might know something about curves that she might look better like that. That's what I'm trying to say. A man cannot know that because he doesn't have those things. But yes, that's why I said that no, men can actually train them, train some women for sure. It's just, I think in my opinion, it's better if a woman does it to a woman and a man does it to a man. In an overall result, that's all.
I guess I'll pick a woman because I'm a woman. I'll just make it easier.
The one with the
Lori,
pink.
but
Maury's who?
I feel like I'm biased because I also really love her entire style. Like I love the hair, I love the tattoos. Obviously, I've got tattoos, and so I'm like, I would kill to look like her when I'm older. Like because if she looks like that now, like I wish I looked like that now. I don't know, crazy.
I stepped forward because you know what? I thought to myself, you know, Brandon, he's got the hair, the physique. I'm just envious now. It's
okay.
it's a specimen, and I thought to myself, you know what? Why am I lying? Let's just admit it. So.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I thought you were gonna say those guys.
Yeah, no, honestly, like everyone in here, I could tell everyone's like put into work and hard, and it's very admirable, honestly. So,
Thank you.
Looks great.
honestly, like the women and the men, like I applaud all you guys, like definitely. So that's why I stepped up, because you guys all have something to admire from. So.
Yeah.
All right, can we have the disagreeer step forward?
Oh, shit. I guess I'm kind of in the middle. Obviously, I respect each and one of you because you've done
But I'm better.
great physiques. I'm not envious. I'm compassionate to how you guys have built your physiques. But I mean, I've seen some of the best physiques in the world, the Mr. Olympias and all that. And those are people that I really envy.
Yeah.
And look up to.
Yeah. Okay.
But
That's
you guys,
a fair
all
point.
look amazing. So I'm not disrespecting any of you. You guys look amazing. So
You don't want to look at me?
I can kind of go off of that too as well because
Yeah.
I don't really.
I've
don't
seen a
have
lot.
physiques that I'm envious of because I always look to continuously improve myself. Like every time I'm in the gym, my goal is to just continue improvement. Kaizen, Japanese for continuous improvement. That's one of the things that drives me to make sure that I'm better the next time I step on stage versus how I looked last time. Because like I'm doing a show again soon. The show I do every year, I looked better last year. I got a better placing. So this time the goal is to look even better than I did last year. So it's always I'm envious of how I can be better. Not necessarily someone else's physique because everybody's structure is different. I may like their shoulders, but I know my shoulder's not going to look like their shoulders because we were genetically designed differently.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I disagree because I don't envy people. I more so want to just better myself.
I don't necessarily, I admire all the hard work that everybody's put into their bodies.
Nice.
Everybody's bodies are beautiful, and it's, but as far as the envy is concerned, good or bad, there are a few on social media probably that I'll look at and go, oh, God damn. It's like, you just keep swiping real fast because it's like, oh, why can't I look like that? But I also have to understand who I am and my genetics and, where I'm at in my life. I'm 61. My best friends are always like, you're not 25 anymore. I'm like, damn it. So, I admire, I do that, but as far as envy is concerned.
Yeah, man, whatever you prefer. It has preference, of course.
Of course.
Some people that don't like a lot of
all
muscle.
of you guys
People that do.
compete, because I know what you guys have to do behind the scenes in order to.
You're more of the
have
aesthetic
that you
physique,
have.
right?
So definitely admire. There's levels to this, though. So when you get yourself to a certain level, you're looking to elevate. You're looking to take yourself beyond that. So that's where I look. So if I'm looking to compare myself or where I'm at present, I'm 49 years old. So let me put that out there.
Damn.
So being able to. So well, aging gracefully, and I feel like I'm in my 20s, to be completely honest, with the way that I take care of myself.
in your 20s.
She did too. Yeah, she did too, which is amazing. I mean, and that's the type of work that I put into my health and my fitness and the way that I take care of myself, and also being able to inspire others and show them that it's possible. Okay, it's definitely possible. Does genetics play a part in it? Of course. Thank mom and dad. But at the same time, there's a lot of work that I've put into this. So when I'm looking like physique-wise, where I want to take my physique to, I'm looking at those that, like you said, at the Olympia, those that are in a higher level at it than I am. So I have something that aspires me to move forward and improve upon where I'm already at. So so that's kind of the space that I'm in when I'm not envious, but always looking to improve and also take pointers from those that are killing it at that level.
To see your genetics, you have to, like you said, mold that clay so you can unravel it, because you really don't see your best and what you were born with until you exercise, eat the proper foods, get the proper sleep. So don't discount yourself out and be like, oh, I don't have the genetics. You don't know until
you don't know till absolutely.
Most
Great
people
point.
never take themselves to that point.
Sure don't.
They don't.
Yeah.
And that's the good thing about competing. You get to that point, you see yourself so lean, you're like, damn, that's so good.
Yeah.
And then you can like, oh, now I know what that looks like. Because I have clients that will always want to be there. They'll look at all the other people. I have a client that's just like that. Look at her legs. I'm like, those aren't your genetics. We got to get you to where you can be at your best. It's your best. If people say, I want to look like you, Tori, you're not going to look like me.
Yeah, everyone starts
look
somewhere.
like your best.
You're right.
I'm almost just starstruck by all of you guys. I find you all so inspiring. Coming into this, I personally was scared almost, because I thought there was going to be a fight, and I'm so happy
The fuck?
that it's been like such a great learning experience and such a constructive conversation.
I learned nothing, by
amongst
the way.
everybody. I feel like a lot of love and respect between everybody here. And,
That is fun.
yeah.
Well, first of all, I'm glad everyone's smiling at the end of this conversation. I feel like that means that we did something right.
Oh yeah. This was great.
And the second thing is, I want everyone, whether it's a guy or a girl, to have fun with fitness. I feel like people are just so anal about, oh, body fat percentage, this, and that. Just chill out, go to the gym, go do something with your life, and be a fun, good person.
But don't you think that's the industry that's doing that to us?
Absolutely.
The industry is
Well,
like.
And social
fitness
media.
industry,
Yeah.
fashion industry,
Everything,
it's-
social media.
Everything.
It's like,
Social media. Great.
just
But you can only
No.
allow it to do that.
Exactly. You do that to yourself. You don't have to. You do it to yourself. You want to compare yourself to others? That's it. It's your fault. Let's be honest here, man.
Yeah.
Right? Because at the
Sure.
end of the day, you're your own person.
Yep.
So if you let someone, just like nobody can make you happy, you make yourself
You gotta
happy.
choose your happy.
If you need someone else to validate your happiness, then you're already lost.
Yep. Nice. Fake hugs. I mean, beautiful hugs. That was crazy. What's up, guys? Your boy Gribby still here. Guys, real quick, thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate it. I'm streaming on Twitch daily. If you want to support me, the link is in the description. And subscribe. Yeah.
Got me